So you want to get started on playing acoustic guitar, but you don't really know where to start. So today I'm going to show you how you can get started on playing guitar. And first of all, you have to learn some basic chords like C, G, and D. So all these chords are from the key of G, so they will sound good together no matter what order that you play in. So when you're just starting out, I recommend that you use a pick because it will help the chords to sound more clear and crisp. You can also use your fingers, but it won't sound as clear. I recommend that you can get like 0.46 to 0.73, which is the one I have here. So the thinner the pick, the easier it is for strumming, but it'll be harder to control if you want to pick out like certain specific strings. Okay, so now I'll show you how to hold pick. So you hold it something like this, so it look like a cross. So your index finger will follow the pick like so, pointing downwards. Then your thumb would be at the back, something like that. Something like that. So it looks something like a cross. So like that. Looks something like a cross. Just put it in and over here. So you want to hold your pick firmly but not too tight. Firmly is so that you can control your strumming more, and usually we will hold the pick tighter if we want to pick out certain specific notes and do more like flat picking style. So when you fret the strings, you want to make sure that your fingers are as close to the wires over here as possible, so that you use less strength and that will help you to play more smoothly. So the main problem that a lot of people have is when they just start playing guitar, they find it very hard to transition between different chords like C to G. So when you're first practicing how to transition chords, you can just practice the hand movements and you don't have to play the chords. So just practice moving it around like that. So just focus on one thing at a time. So one tip that I have for y'all is that whenever you change chords, you want to try to land your finger first on the string that is the highest. So let's say we have C right here. If you want to change to G, you can land your middle finger first on the 6th string right here, since that is the highest position, followed by 5th string, 2nd fret, and then the last two fingers on the 2nd string and the 1st string respectively. So it looks something like this in slow motion. So when you land your fingers on the higher strings first, this helps to provide an anchor for the rest of the fingers when they are transitioning. So let's say G, you anchor down this middle finger first. It will help to transition the rest of the fingers. So these notes are called the root note of chord. Like this is G, and this is C. You can do this for every chord. So let's say another one is from G to D. There's a easy part about G to D because there's actually a common finger right here, which is your ring finger. So you can just leave your ring finger here instead of jumping everything up like that, which will make things slower. So you can just do this and this. So we will land our index finger first on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, followed by your middle finger on the 1st string, 2nd fret. So something like that. So in the future, when you are changing chords, you can always look out for common fingers that will stay the same. This ring finger right here. So you can also land your fingers first on the nearest string. Let's say, for example, we want to change from D to G. You see that our pinky right here is really very near to the string that we have to press over here for G. So that would be a more convenient way to change. So you can just look out for chords like that. Okay, so now I'll show you what goes on in the right hand and how you strum. So every time you strum, you want to have like this angle when you go down, like this angle. And when you go up, there's a slight angle up again. So it's something like sweeping. So let me just demonstrate. So you want to make sure that you're using your whole forearm over here, starting from your elbow, and also your wrist movement. So the forearm will help control the ups and downs, and the wrist will be doing the tilting of the pick this way, something like that. But the forearm is the one that is controlling the whole action. The wrist is just responsible for the slight angles. So you have to combine them both together, looking something like that. So just rest your elbow comfortably over the edge of the guitar, and then when you strum, you want to roughly place your hand around the sound hole and just strum. So now you can just practice around transitioning the chords like. So another tip that I have is that you can actually use your thumb sometimes to mute like the higher strings that you don't want to hear, so that you can just strum your whole hand through all 6 strings. So here for C, we see that we play C from the 5th string and down. We don't really play it from the 6th string right here. So actually we can use our thumb right here to mute the 6th string, so that we can just play it all the way through. When you're transitioning between chords, you can actually play these sort of fillers, something like when you're changing from C. C to G, you can actually play this open string. Things like, so that the transition will be more smooth. Make sure you play them like very subtly, softly, so that it doesn't become too obvious. So just play them very lightly. So another kind of open filler that you can play would be from D to G. As you can see, I'm playing this part. I'm playing this as the filler. So transitioning in between chords, you can just sometimes hit some open strings so that they can fill in the empty spaces between the transitions. So I've taught you how to transition chords, how to roughly strum, and also muting some strings when you're playing some chords, and also providing some fillers in between chords, such as like this. So all you have to do now is keep on practicing and practicing. It might be quite hard initially, but I believe that if you keep on trying, you'll be able to get it someday. So thank you so much for watching this video, and if you enjoyed this video, do hit a like down there and also subscribe to my channel. So if you want more guitar tutorials like these, just hit it down in the comment section below, and hope you have a good holiday.